sometimes video games can be difficult, or have secrets that a first-time player would never know. And while there are countless high-quality guides and videos on pretty much every game in existence that can help you, we're going to ignore all the good ones, and in this video I will be playing through the entirety of Arkham Origins' main story, using the direction and advice of just the day one IGN guide, ignoring my own experience with the game, or even basic common sense. Now, first things first, the guide itself. Here we have it, the Arkham Origins guide, which is not well put together to demonstrate this. So this is the intro, which we can kind of ignore for the most part. But this immediately goes, if you go next from just the start of the guide, it brings you to the PC mods for Arkham Origins, which is actually just skins. Then there's a poll. Then you get into the PC key layouts, which is actually just blank. Just no key layouts here. And then you get into the tips, tricks, and tactics, which is essentially just kind of some general instructions the guide gives before it gets into the main walkthrough. Now there are two essentially kind of rules we get here. One having to do with our upgrade path, the other having to do with takedowns. Tell us to get combat armor. And then after combat armor, get ballista armor. So that's like 10 upgrades right there that it is in. Now, will the guide, once we get deeper in the actual main story walkthrough, start telling us about other upgrades? Don't know. We'll find out. If my previous experience with Arkham City and Asylum are, very sparingly, if at all. Alright, players build combos as they deliver unblocked blows and avoid taking damage. Every successful attack builds 1 point on the combo meter. Being structured, breaks a combo. Countering adds to combos, and evasion and cape stuns do not interrupt combos. Building your combo meter enhances special maneuvers, including useful group takedowns, group stuns, and other tricks gained through experience. Comboing also charges your shock gloves more quickly. Now, the big takeaway from that is that normal combat takedowns are not yet mentioned here. Now, in fairness, the guide does eventually talk about takedowns. However, it does so in the evasion section, so it's kind of in the context of exclusively using takedowns against enemies that have the red attack indicator, meaning they can't be countered. So this weird categorization of mentioning the standard takedowns essentially led me to go with the ruling of, we're just gonna not use takedowns until the main guide mentions them, and once the main guide mentions them, we will use them in the way the main guide mentions them. So now that we have these two kind of gathered rules from kind of the tips, tricks, and like intro section, let's actually get to the main story walkthrough. Okay, really the only thing I'm getting here is it's really emphasizing ground takedowns, so we will be doing those as much as possible.
I'll make them tell me where I can.
Counters and ground takedowns for you. Ooh, that works.
This should slow him down.
Ground takedowns. And there's our combo takedowns that we won't be using until the main story guide mentions them. Hopefully it will. This guy's always weird with the interrogation. You'll face your first armored foe beyond. Armored enemies must be stunned with your cape before opening to attack. That's a lie. We'll get to that in a second. So yes, now to be a dick, which is the entire point of this series. We can take this guy out in many more ways than just cape stunning.
Talk like that's what got you into this mess in the first place.
First off, we can hit him with the classic, and then boop. Alternatively,
He's wearing body armor. Knocking him off balance with my cape will expose him to my attacks.
we can do that. I think that's about it with the weapons we have at our disposal. But, you know. In theory, we can, you know, take them down too, but, you know, we don't do takedowns.
Don't hurt me. Please. I didn't sign up for getting my ass kicked. Hey, let us back in ourselves.
You flew so far, you got instantly taken out. Ooh, that might end badly. No, we're fine.
I can't.
Alright, we have our first upgrade point, which will be into combat armor. Now, mixed in with the armor is the blade dodge takedown and the multi-ground takedown. So we will get those upgrades. Whether or not we will use them depends on whether or not the guide mentions them. Be nice if it did. Alright, Crocky. What does IGN say about you? Croc is kind of a pushover. Tell that to his face. Frankly, this seems pretty standard and there's no glaring mistakes that I can see. What are you doing? So yeah, so this is just going to be very normal. Actually, hold on. Did you not at all mention that additional enemy spawn? Like, you show it in the picture, but do you actually mention it in your text? There is absolutely zero mention of the fact that, like, goons coming in from a helicopter and start fighting you. Okay. So we will ignore you guys as much as possible, because IGN ignores you too. We're ignoring you. So far, these guys are easily ignorable. Button mashing, button mashing, button mashing. Now, I'm like 90% certain the goons will just disappear when we end this fight. And we don't have to worry about taking them out. And it would seem I was correct in that assumption. The 5-minute unskippable cutscene. This is all just a tutorial section. I can't imagine. Can't imagine the guide says anything too egregious that's worth pointing out. The Dark Knight system. Sorry, the Dark Nigh system. Literally unreadable. And 10 out of 10 animation incoming.
What the hell was that? You think it's the guy that hired us?
Get yourself to safety and call.
The guide shows, is that the actual code? It is. Okay, I feel like they could have picked a better picture. Or, you know, they could have just put it like in the text here. That, hey, the code for the sequencer part here is no fly zone. Follow the prompts to the dock side. Your first priority is to eliminate the snipers. Glide to the bow of the ship, then walk to the base of the crow's nest. Climb and execute a silent takedown from behind. Now, our instructions were to climb once we make it here. We can't do that. We can grapple, but, you know, it didn't say grapple. There's ladders here, but we can't use them. And now we've been noticed. Well, this is close enough, and we do have to advance. You can try a frontal assault by glide kick on the sniper directly across from you. ... I'm assuming that's a joke. Or carefully circle around and take him from behind. Yeah, once the snipers are down, sneak around the deck, isolate wandering gunmen, executing silent takedowns, and using the upper decks to avoid counterattacks. Okay. It's got jokes now. Use this code. I feel like... Okay, I really feel like you could have picked a better screenshot. Make a deal, I know that. Alright. Hold on, Deathstroke, we gotta consult the guide. Alright, the battle against Deathstroke is almost entirely a reactionary QTE. Nah. No matter how tempted you are, don't vary too far from the on-screen counter prompts. Fight is broken into 3 stages, and the first 2 wait for Slade to attack, then counter, get in a few licks, no more than 3 or 4, and then wait for another counter opportunity. Quick firing the backclaw towards Slade will allow you to pull him towards you and render him vulnerable to a blow. This tactic can be otherwise effective against his otherwise tight defense. Alright. That might be relevant if you told us, you know, didn't tell us to only, like, counter him. When Deathstroke fires the remote grapple, that's not what that gadget is called. It's called the remote claw. Once Deathstroke draws his sword, he becomes much more dangerous. No matter how tempting, do not attempt to improvise. Hit counters when prompted to do them, and do not deviate. He will fall easily if your timing is right. Okay, so that was kind of interesting. So it did say that we can use the back claw to break his defense. However, this was sandwiched by at 2 points the guide essentially telling us literally do nothing except counter him and then hit him 3 to 4 times off that counter. Which I feel essentially cancels out the backlaw advice. Now, not that our attack him 3 to 4 times off a counter and then wait and then stop attacking him and wait for him to attack us again would allow us to build up combo. The guide also made no mention of using combat takedowns against him. Alright, counters only. No combo takedowns. Alright, come on now. That was pretty low impact there, Slade. Come on now. Come on. This is taking longer than necessary. What's up, buddy? What's up? Come on. Come on. I mean, that wasn't terrible. Obviously, if we were using combo takedowns and being more aggressive, it could have been faster, but it just took a while. Alright, you'll see a huge production of Anarchy. Side quest. Talk to Anarchy's servant atop the tower. Rapidly grapple and glide to the bank rooftop. Fight the circle of thugs, then punch the detonator to disable the bomb. It doesn't say grapnel boost, and has it mentioned the grapnel boost yet? Was that mentioned in the tips, tricks section? Okay, so we're going to do this Anarchy bomb chase without the grapnel boost, because that has technically not been mentioned by the guide up to this point.
About crime and violence, greed and vengeance.
This will be fine. And we're good. This guide better not actually recommend I use this thing. Eliminate the gunmen on the roof with silent takedowns. Sneak up on the cops one by one, knock them out quietly. If your cover is blown, retreat to a nearby ledge and use your remote grapple to sow confusion. Sow confusion? Alright. Then return to the fight. Also, the guide is still referring to the remote claw as the remote grapple, despite the fact that, the name's very clearly apparent. Can't we get the things right? Your remote grapple allows you to make a bridge over the false walls of police officers. Use this to drop near unsuspecting signal cops and execute silent takedowns. You get in trouble, grapple away, and quickly escape, or drop a gas pellet. But we can do this. We can do that. In fairness, this does work pretty well. Remote grapple. I'm keeping an eye out for this just because I want to see if it ever just suddenly switches to correctly calling it the remote claw. With the disruptor, okay. Use aerial attacks to get past the shields. Lock with that code. Sure. Yeah, that clearly states it. Man, if only there was like a place you could put the solution to this text-based problem that was plainly visible to the reader. If only. Damn. Okay. Arkham Origins for you. What the fuck is going I think I like this game more than most people, but goddamn does sometime when I do a playthrough of it, does it earn its reputation. You are very cordially, you are very cordially invited to a party, and it will be a grand affair, grand affair, grand affair. It will be a grand affair hosted by the Hatter. We do hope that you can come. You can come. You can come. We do hope that you can come to share in all the joy.
Greetings and salutations, Batman.
We won't be doing that. Well, I'll look through the side quest and I'll see if there's any that like actually have anything interesting. So I am checking the side missions now, and oh boy, are they a treat. So first off, so just as Anarchy's one, it mentions that there are bombs scattered throughout the city and that you got to defuse them. Does not tell you where they are. There's a title here for, you know, subheader, if you will, for video walkthrough. There is no video walkthrough. Now, guess what? This is a pattern that repeats itself. Penguin's arm caches. It tells you about finding Penguin's crates. Does not have a map telling you where they are. Has a section for a video walkthrough. There is no video walkthrough. This does mention the baby crying. I give it that. There is no advisement about what to do during the fight. There is also no video walkthrough in the video walkthrough section. Just a quick run through. No video walkthrough. No video walkthrough. Yeah, this is the entirety of the Deadshot side mission, by the way. This is all the advice it offers. The Bird side mission got more. No video walkthrough. No video walkthrough. And then that's Cold Heart. All right, which we're not doing. So we will not be doing any of the side missions, effectively for the reason that the guide provides so little information about them that attempting to draw entertainment out of following its instructions would be pointless, because it provides none. Oh, keep an eye out for the Enigma collectible rotating on the gear nearby. This is the first time the main story walkthrough has specifically called out a specific Riddler trophy. Yes, you were specifically called out. First one, halfway through the game. Alright, you could split up. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Okay, Origins. Steel Mill we go. Does it just immediately jump to the Steel Mill? Yes. Alright, so it completely skips over us starting the Shiva side quest. Bet. So the guy didn't mention any of you guys, so we're just gonna, we're gonna leave you alone. Have a good night. Yes, okay. So here's the deal. This is our last of our armor upgrades, which is the extent at which the IGN guide gave us any advice as far as what our upgrade path should be. Meaning, going forward from this, we are not getting any upgrades until the main walkthrough mentions getting an upgrade, which thus far it has not. What? Is that a word? Cause to pour out. I mean, I guess that works. Come on now.
This guy's for real.
Holy shit, Origins. You're picking up a bat. I don't think you can attack me, so I'm interested to see how that's gonna go. Everyone shut up. One of the best lines in this franchise is about to be said.
Yes, sir. I want him dead, you understand me? Deader than dead. He gets past us, and any of you that survive will wish you were deader than dead too.
And we're done here. You gonna try anything? Hmm? Bitch. How'd you get through that? Wait, actually, follow me, buddy. Hold on. Maybe we can't. All right, yep, get in here. Come on. No, no,
Use
no.
my evidence scanner to examine the body for
Wait.
clues.
No. I haven't been. No. Not my boy. Oh. Not my boy. Please be up here when we get back. Oh, he's... There's no way he stays up there.
Please, you have to save me.
Our boy's gone. Okay, the actual Copperhead fight is here. Concussion bombs can clear out fake Copperheads. Oh god. It's actually making me use it. Also, that's not what it's called, but you know. Group stuns and takedowns are quite effective. So keep comboing up. Do we have the group stun ability? We have takedowns, and this is our... This is the first time the guide has specifically referenced combo takedowns, by the way. Alright, when you reveal the true Copperhead, feel free to spar with her, improvising, evading, and getting in blows when you can.
My venom will break.
What is the quick fire for the detonator?
I will break soon.
Which one is that? I never use it. Oh, hold on. I was just on it. What number is that? Oh, it's... Oh, God.
Your efforts only help the giant.
Oh, wow. Look how useful that is. So much significantly more useful than just punching them. And... Yeah, having to... Yeah, actually using the concussion detonator is fucking with me. Because, you know, that's... To quick fire it, I have to double press the goddamn minus key. And we're good.
Sir, the drop container has arrived. Can you see it?
I see it.
Oh, Copperhead dealt with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's like 7 of you. Alright. So I love how it just... So it says... Wait. All 6 cops below are armed with guns, making a frontal assault difficult. So first off, 2, 4... Alright, there's 7. Also, I love how we're just starting me here, and we're not even talking about this guy. But, you know, we'll get there. Can we get our prompt, please? Sorry, I'm allergic to the game glitching out. Are you shitting me? Fucking Jesus. Attack the furthest from the group, leap to cover, then use a disruptor to disable a couple of guns, use gas pellets and disarm the cops, then finish them off. Alright. I feel like it's important to stress at this point that this is an entirely skippable fight that I personally skip pretty much every time I play this game. In fact, referring to it as a skippable fight kind of implies that it's like even one you would start and then have to skip. This is just off the beaten path of the main story. There we go.
You're gonna regret.
Alright, now that we've concluded this completely unnecessary fight, because you can just, you know, come over here. Wait.
You got it, Lieutenant.
It's acting like there's... Hold on. Does it want us to go fight these fuckers?
All units getting calls about a disturbance. Stand by for location.
It wants us to fight these fuckers too. Alright. Round 2 of unnecessary fight incoming. Okay. Alright. Unnecessary fight 2 completed. Continuing to use the multi-ground takedowns. Use this pack password sequence to open the door. What is that supposed to be? What password is that supposed to be? Yeah, and then yep, the puzzle. Okay. So yeah. All right. So at this point, multi-ground takedowns are just on the table, moving forward. I'll give the guide that. This will make things a lot easier. Okay, so the guide is still calling it the remote grapple, but it is acknowledging you can use it on explosive canisters to instantly take people out, which we do appreciate. That's just a simple fire extinguisher. I know there's this one over here. Okay, so I guess... Alright, we have to wait for the disruptor guy to get in position for that. No, yeah, this is the angle. Okay. So we just wait. Seems like he's actually going for it. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Alright, now we can see. Now what? How legible is this code? Like, how? Like, I get, surely this must have been recorded on console. I would assume so. Because they weren't going to give out preview PC copies. Like, did they have a shitty capture card? Because, like, when are you even, like, when is that screenshot even from? Like, at what point is it that? Like, at what point is it even, like, that not visible? Like, seriously. Xbox. Okay. And let's turn off everything. Let's make this as... We'll turn on motion blur. Distortion and lens flare, we'll leave all that on. Normal. Off. Okay. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Okay. Honestly, this still looks too good. Yeah, this is still too good for the screenshots. Although, to be fair, I don't think necessarily this is an accurate representation of what the Xbox 360 looked like for this game. Okay, what the hell? Okay, so that is admittedly what it looks like on their video. I will give them that. That is what it looks like. Okay, I guess that's just their capture card then. Their capture card really fucked them. So just to clarify, capture cards from very small YouTubers in 2013 and 2013 YouTube video compression was better than IGN, because that's clearly legible. Alright, this challenge has two new twists. First, your enemies are well equipped with firearms. Second, proximity mines dot the battlefield. Do not step on them. Okay, and we do. Alright, so don't step on the proximity mines. Outside of that, business as usual.
Getting angry. Let this one be the last victim. We should divide our attention and cover more. That's it.
I feel like the second guy. Oh, no. It would have been nice if the guide mentioned that. Yeah, the guide made no mention of the fact that they would be activated in the gargoyles.
Moment you've all been waiting for. I present to you the death of the bat.
Evade.
Let us see.
Superstar. beat your ass down. No, it mentioned using the combo takedown when you do Venom, and that was it. You're on me outside. All right, now we're good. And take down your Venom. Your Venom's not up, so we will not be. Oh, okay. I swear I evaded there. Yeah. Tronic. There we go. Alright, now we are supposed to make sure when he starts charging to position ourselves so that he hits his goons, which we can do fairly easily. You guys should stick around. Okay.
Oh, come on, at least make a fight out of it. I want my money's worth. $50 million worth.
Pass through the vent and then ambush the group of foes from above. Several of your enemies will be Venom enhanced. Carefully blind and counter them to disable their Venom feeds. Or build up your meter and shock them with it. How are we blinding people? I mean, I guess the smoke kind of works. I'm also just noticing that there's 2 Fs and foes there. Now, which one's the... That's the Venom one, right?
You run like a dog.
Yes, you are now legally blind. Do not question this.
Got him down.
Okay, what's going on here?
Where they are.
The Mercs also employ a backpack-mounted scrambler to negate detective vision. The bottom level near the pillars provides lots of cover for sneaking and silent takedowns. By moving quickly and quietly, you can easily down 5 of the enemies from behind without being heard or spotted. When you are finally spotted, retreat to the outer perimeter of the vantage points. Use diving attacks against isolated foes. The final enemy left standing will surrender and tear him. Alright. Oh, hey, we're back to the codes. Are they legible? I mean, technically, you know, I can tell it says Pyromaniac. Explosives. No. No. But immediately beeline to the bottom and start doing silent takedowns. Oh, fuck me.
Vanished in the smoke.
Supposed to get like 5 guys here. We need 2 more.
Keep your eyes open or you're gonna end up like this sorry son of a bitch. Enough already. Let's get this over with.
Separate. Oh, that works.
Man, just like the last guy. He's all messed up.
Shh, shh. Stop talking. Alright. Now. We take down, stay around the outside, and go after the isolated guys all by themselves. We can do that. That's crazy. Oh no, not that one. Yes, to the ones without mines in them. You were actually turning on me.
Okay, I surrender.
Very conveniently located, too.
Bombs are on this bridge.
Oh, and then we have 3 more codes. Nope. 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 You'll find several thugs guarding hostages trapped in a train car. Use anchor points to build a bridge and sneak up on those patrolling the upper catwalk. Then finish the rest. Okay, we can do that. Build our bridge. Well, that is the one thing we were told. Now, the last time I was in this room, the first time, it told us to build a bridge with this. And that, yeah, that went about the exact same way as last time. Where they immediately detected me when I made the bridge. Small melee becomes a battle royale as more and more foes leap in the ring. When you clear out the fracas, oh boy, point out the random words, in the... Oh, this is the Farkas. Sorry, the fracas. Alright, not gonna lie, this Firefly section is perfectly fine and reasonable. It brings up spamming the glue grenade and batarangs and evading his attacks, and it's completely, totally fine. And kind of actually well detailed. Now, there's no point in actually attacking him here, but we were not told that he just has a point where he's just invincible and you gotta run around. There we go. Okay. Remote grapple. We're still not calling it the right thing. Okay. Remote grapple. Still not calling. You can literally see the name of it in the screenshot. You can see it is the remote claw. But yet we cannot refer to it by its rightful name. That looks wrong. Glue grenade. Glue grande. A glue grande. We're back at it again with the glue grande. And now the glue grande. Not to be confused with Solomon Grande. Emerge from a vent into the bottom of a huge predator room, using vents to move through the area until you reach a vantage point. Stick to silent takedowns until you get high up. Despite its size, this is one of the easier predator challenges. The tiered nature of the arena makes surprise attacks very easy, and the enemies tend to spread out. Do make sure you take out the sniper before trying anything else, or he'll really put a damper on your day. Alright. No, we have to get the sniper first, so you get to live for now. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm honestly restarting. Yeah. I'm gonna wait. Alright. For some reason it worked fine this time. Multi-tiered. Where are you guys going, huh? You've got a lot of men down. You didn't put down a single mine.
This isn't the way it's supposed to go down.
Alright, go rescue Harley and then beat ass for a couple rooms.
Check 'em.
This far in the game, you know the score on group combat. That is actually true. We just beat people's ass until we can get off a multi-ground takedown or our shock gloves go off.
Seriously?
I remember. We were warned of you. Oh god. Yeah, if you let me use this, we've got no problems. What does it say? Bane Redux. Alright, second battle against Bane progresses much like your first encounter. Bane charges cannot be countered. Use evade to get out of the way quickly. As before, you can run around and it's easier to dodge them, but we will evade. When he leaps into the air, evade away, or you'll take splash damage. You can technically roll into it for iframes. After 1 or 2 leaps, pretty much always 1, Bane will temporarily be vulnerable to super cape stuns and initiate a beatdown, then evade again. Use counter of opportunity. Yep, so literally copy pasted from above 4. Thugs will enter the arena, combo on them, leaping from thug to thug to build up your shock gloves. If you are quick, you can pull Bane towards enemies during his charges by lingering near them and jumping away at the last second. This is literally the same as before. He and Batman will fall through the floor. Okay, so just to clarify, these bottom 3 paragraphs, which are like 6 sentences, are everything the guide has to say about the final boss fight against Bane, where he's actually big. And the rest of this page is just copy and pasted from the last Bane boss fight.
It's over, Alfred.
We've defeated Bane. You have to hit him eventually or the game won't progress. Ending. I love it. Okay, it's just a page dedicated to showing you the ending. Alright, bet. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of the playthrough. You know, despite the misspellings and the terrible quality of the screenshots and, you know, the ignoring of most of the potential upgrades we could have gotten, it got us through the game. You know, it did. It did. And what more can we ask for? And with that, if you made it this far in the video and you aren't subscribed, feel free to do so. If you're already subscribed to the channel, thanks for the continued support, and I'll see you next video.